Hello, world. So I get a question sometimes like, how do I know if I'm growing, if I'm if it's working? And one of the biggest things that you notice when you're transforming, when you're stepping into another level of consciousness, is the things that used to make you mad, make you sad, things that used to piss you off don't bother you no more. They don't irritate you no more. You're not so fast to react to these same things that previously made you upset. Another thing is, how do I know if I'm growing or elevating? Is you become a very good energy transmuter. You know how to take your own emotions and negativity and quickly transform them and transmute them to positive situation, or get out that negative pattern and be like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm fit to go to feeling good, to my natural vibratory state, so you become a great energy transmuter. Like, you've heard that saying, like, kill them with kindness. They're literally taking somebody's negative energy and not absorbing it, transmuting it into a positive situation. So transmuting energy is like the intentional redirecting of energy. Like, you're purposely doing it, consciously aware and doing it. Somebody's trying to make you mad and you don't let them get mad, and you just keep being yourself and taking that negative energy and transforming it into and transmuting it to something positive. You are deliberately taking that negative vibe, that negative energy, and transmuting it into something positive. For one, you're not letting it affect you. And for two, a lot of times you end up changing the energy of someone else by being in control of this energy that you have. So to actively transform or change the energy of something, you have to consciously be aware and not get into that. You have to be conscious, like, oh no, you're not gonna do this. No, this is not happening. And you just so aware of this negative field and negative energy that is coming toward you that you are quickly able to transmute this energy. Like negative emotions, your own negative emotions, when you are so aware that you like, nope, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not fit to go down that road with it, because thinking of thoughts negatively too long is gonna bring about another negative thought, excuse me, and it can just continue until you have, it's been an hour now. You know what I'm saying? So being a good energy transmuter, learning and being aware that this is not the vibration I'm looking for. This is not the vibration that I'm trying to attract. You just essentially altering the nature and essence through your conscious intention. Like you just consciously and intentionally gonna transmute that energy. Sometimes when you're transmuting energy, it don't change that person. Now, if they're like stuck into themselves, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be like, man, you got mad because I'm trying to be kind and I'm not letting your anger and whatever you got going on affect me. That makes them mad because they're so caught up in this negative trance. Like, man, if we don't, how dare you be nice, man? It's crazy, when you're negatively supercharged, I want to say. When you're just in this negative thought process, some people, you being kind is gonna really piss them off. I don't know why, but y'all know. Try to be kind to somebody that's trying to make you mad, and you doing everything possible to transmute that energy and be like, I'm not gonna let this get to me. And the more you do that, the more they're like, well, what's wrong with him? Usually what I do makes them mad, or makes someone mad. And they don't like it because they're so caught up into this negative trance to where that type of stuff and being mad and that is normal. But you've elevated, you've woken up, and you know for a fact that that is not doing nothing for me. And they ain't doing nothing for them either, It's just pushing them to a low vibration, And it's sure not going to do nothing for you when you're on this journey and you're trying to stay in at least a neutral vibration. So becoming a person that, they used to say kill them with kindness, but it helps you a lot because you become unaffected. And the more that you do this, the more that you're aware, the more that you go into a store and the clerk might have a bad attitude and try to mess you up, the more you good at transmuting that energy, the more that people in maybe family members that love to call with negative stuff, the more that you can maybe hang up the phone or, man, I'm not doing this. The more you are aware, it's going to help you maintain a good vibration because you're not letting the things that used to affect you. You're not letting these things bother you no more. So you consciously keeping yourself at this good vibration or, a neutral vibration. But you're not going all the way to where you're into fight or flight or reacting mode. It's going to make you seem like you weak too. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. People might think that you might be weak or because you're choosing to not let their energy affect you or redirect their energy or remove yourself from situations that might be trying to alter your energy, So you become so conscious and aware that you maintain a good vibration, which in turns puts you on a different, or keeps you on the right frequency to attract the things that you want. Little do they know, you're on a journey, but it's like a mission. It's a journey, but in a way it's like a mission, because until it becomes normal to you, you gotta be like a soldier, offense and defense. Like, I'm feeling good, but I also gotta be aware of, don't do it. I'm blocking it. I'm weaving it. Because you want to be more in control of your vibration. And that is key. Now, depending on, I think, where you grew up, how much of that negativity that triggers you, And then other people grew up to where they're used to brushing it off, and, so it really don't affect them too much. And then you have others that has been through to where, they're coming out this mindset of like, you can't, the fuse is so short, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I will blow up, so depending on, your upbringing and and the influences around you, the easier or faster you're gonna become good at transmuting this energy, because a reaction is what they want and you're not giving them the reaction. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, you want me to get mad, but I'm like, I'm not gonna get mad, and that makes you mad. Like, why won't you give me a round of applause for not absorbing this negative energy? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, becoming an energy transmuter, and learning to let it roll off of you, and without being so reactive to situations all the time. You can control a great deal of what happens to you, and then there's these times, this 15% maybe, that you have to deal with other people's situations and their responses and their feelings and stuff. And so you just become more aware. And even with that said, things are happening for you. Everything is happening for you, believe it or not. And that's one of them. You got to look at it as a lesson. Like, every time that I I'm approached with it, or every time the vibe is wrong, or every time I go in the store and this lady's not having a good day, so it's being pushed out because everything is us pushed out, and I have to feel it, and I become a good energy transmuter. I don't let it affect me. I'm blocking it off. I'm letting it roll this way, and it's teaching you, and you become so good at it that nothing seems to make you mad. This is just part of it. Maintaining a good vibration. So when you maintain a good vibration, you're constantly in alignment with the things that you want. Everything is going to be aligning here. And this is part of it, making sure you don't get out of line. Because when you get mad and you're vibrating low and you're doing what they're doing, you are way out of alignment. Think of it. I've said it in, I don't know how long of a video it was, but your emotions tell you two things in a nutshell. When you're feeling bad or mad and you're triggered and you're depressed or you're worried or scared or fearful, all that lets you know that I am out of alignment for the things that I'm trying to manifest and attract in my life. And when you're feeling good, joyful, happy, everything is working out for me, life is great, I'm learning every step of the way. When you're on this level, you are in alignment. So you can't let things and people knock you out of alignment. It's hard to go straight when your car's out of alignment. It's too much force. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just be aware, if possible, of things. These are things that we cannot control. You can't control another person having a bad day. You can't control somebody that wants to be an asshole. You can't control these things sometimes. But when you're vibrating high and you're feeling good, you will attract less of this. And it's not that you are attracting these things. You're just happen to be at a store and these things are around you. It's not like, you are really just attracting, because you're definitely not on a vibrational match with these things that's coming. But that is that small percentage of what we can control, So, yeah. Even if somebody likes to talk noise, the more you start talking noise and getting engaged in that, the more they're going to stop. That's the polarity of it, But with that said, we all have negative and positive emotions, you know what I'm saying? We cannot totally stop all the negative thoughts that come in our head, We're like antennas. We're picking up other stuff as well. Some of the thoughts, ask yourself, would have thought of that? You could be really asking yourself, man, why did I think of some bull going like that? I don't even think like that. It's just thoughts flowing. Some of them are yours, and then some of them are just picked up, because we are antennas giving off a frequency. So, we push out and we bring in, these thoughts, okay? The thoughts ain't really like in here, they're coming up from out there, but that's another subject. But yeah, so we're going to have these negative thoughts and stuff. We just got to be good at transmuting them and not just entertaining them. You know, it's almost like a show sometimes. Like, man, I do want to think about that. That is a trip. But then you are aware that that is not healthy for me to be entertaining these negative thoughts. And the more you do this, the more repetition that you're aware of all these things, the more easy it comes. You attract less of them. And when they do come, it is almost like normal for you to transmute this energy and deliberately redirect it. Like, okay, I see it's coming. Let me take this negative, ball it up, turn it into a positive, and then push it out. I literally took it, transformed it, and redirected it. But you gotta become good at that. Like they say, people are gonna test you. Yeah. Yeah, walk away, do whatever you gotta do, but not lower your vibration or get on their level, as they say. Don't get on their level. Stay conscious, stay aware, stay in alignment. You must. I mean, when you think about it, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be thinking about no alignment, no energy, no law of attraction, manifesting. You would not even be here if it wasn't in your DNAs, to be here. Some people are, it's not just in them to, in this lifetime, to be awoke. They might be running part of the program, the system. It's not their time. Some people just, regardless what you tell them, regardless what you say, it's like, I'm stuck on my beliefs. But before I get off subject and off topic, I do want to say that becoming a person that cannot not let those negative vibes trigger you and become really well at transmuting energy. And even though if it makes you look like you soft or whatever, that's just what they thinking. Little do they know your fuse might be this short and you trying to protect it from being lit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it makes you stronger as a person. When I was doing it, I was like feeling good, like, man, yes, I didn't even let that affect me. Lord knows I wanted to, but I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept working on it till it's nothing to me. Like, it's almost like I don't care where I go. Good luck. You think you're gonna make me mad, piss me off, stare at me some kind of way to make me react? Good luck. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel better throughout my walk of life, not reacting to everything, choosing to have a thought to react and say, nope, I'm doing that. So when I can sit there and think about it and say, like, nope, this is not worth it. This could really go left. And, it's best I do this. So I'm making a conscious decision to protect my energy and stuff like that all the time. Making a conscious decision to, I ain't gonna let that get mad. That's making a conscious decision. I know what he's trying to do. Nope, I'm making a conscious decision. So you being more conscious, more aware. Redirect it or redirect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm out of here. I gotta go. Y'all gonna make me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. But, being able to remove yourself from situations when you know they're like toxic and low vibrational, you're like, man, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I got my energy to protect. And with that said, the more that I protect my energy, the more I feel good, the more I'm in alignment with what I want, the faster it comes. You start bending time, What was going to take 6 months to a year, because you stayed in alignment with your desires. You didn't fluctuate. You didn't have unwavering faith and all that stuff. You kind of stayed on course. You wasn't feeling good one day and depressed 2 days, and feeling good in 3 days and depressed 4 days. You was just kind of, you either was vibrating high or you kind of, you know what I'm saying? But you never went, you know what I'm saying? That's consciously being aware and staying in alignment. Hello, world.